Lying in wait inside of State Farm Stadium, the Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature Big Red Siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go at State Farm Stadium. On the return, here's Miles Price. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. The guys in the huddle want to play for him. Do they believe in him? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success is following.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Jones once more. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to him. They'll stop him here before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Look at all this time. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
To go now on 2nd down after the sack. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds the in route complete. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
It's a gain of 4. It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
A gain of 15
that play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's going to keep it this time. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, found the end zone as a result.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings will jump back to a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing.
Here's Riker, set to kick this away. Rooks now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league. Occasional starting opportunities as well. And he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss, first play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. He's up to the 35-yard line as they wheel it. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd down, it's Brissett. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So first down from the 41. Mercado on the carry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Brissett. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's DiMercado. Let's attack. He's still going. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Motion!
From the shotgun, Brissett. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. The Cardinals start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Price. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The Cardinals' 49-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 10. Stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
7 on the play. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Jones will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Stop short of the
I
goal
didn't see that sideline considering the challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? He gets it again. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. McCarthy to throw for it. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Vikings break the tie here in the 1st. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Cardinals 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the 2nd time. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. He's got the hook up to Weaver. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And he just get the play off. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at third and very long. Third and long for him here. He's got McBride complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. 24 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Called in again, it's McBride. And they'll get this through the midfield strike that starts pushing into Vikings territory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is second down. To the air yet again. Brissett. He's got a man left. They get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Brissett looking to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. A little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Taken down by the Cardinals' 33rd overall pick back in 2019. That's Byron Murphy.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Vikings get there. They're going to win this one. That pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
It's caught by Wilson. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards. He brings up second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss,
it's a gain of
really
9.
quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. No run with DiMercado. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
They sneak it with Brissett. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback would get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And he's got a free play here. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked off sides, and we got a flag. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up off sides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
So now, following the penalty, here's first and goal. Running it after the penalty. And they keep him out of the end zone. can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Down behind the line of
Man,
scrimmage.
some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal for Brissett. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're going to drop it. And it's going to add some distance on this upcoming 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3 and out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Going play action here, Brissett. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against the defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Brissett. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record by 25 straight completions to begin the game.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Vikings now set to take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36. Slot man in motion left. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. Lofts it deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, or could not find a completion.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Out ahead the Cardinals now on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Brissett. And this one too far in front of us. It's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. 2nd down. Here's Brissett again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third down, it's Brissett. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So once again, Matt Hawk down to punt this away. That's Miles Price back deep for the Vikings. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held it just a yard. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver. Once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Cardinals getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break.
Ain't sure. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On 1st down, it's Brissett. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They're set now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts.
7-yard loss.
And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. They didn't either.
Life has slowed you down. Your body is acting up. The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buzz. You still feel paralyzed above central. Friends just having kids ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no love? What's the use of
pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be pushed out near that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Run here. This is DiMercado. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now Brissett to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Throw here, 3rd down.
27 yards to move the chains.
27 yards.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And this one doesn't go far.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Second down now, they need 7. To the air yet again, Brissett. It connects down the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it's good enough. Kevin O'Connell not happy with the officials at the moment. The challenge flag is out.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So no change in the call on the field, and Kevin O'Connell's challenge is unsuccessful. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So bring yourself over here, girl, and let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the floor. What if you want to act? What? You can keep yourself where you at.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Now it's Brissett. Completed over the middle. He'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Number 14, Michael Wilson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
Jones
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On play action now, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Gain of 15 there. That means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's making a bid for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Now that's a situation may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4th. Here's Jones. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground, and power it across. But there was no overcoming up front. Just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Finds him on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's a game to DiMercato. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's whole hop on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brissett. Hits his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to give him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He's taken down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Brissett to throw it. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And Brissett gets himself to the ground smartly with enough on the run for a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Here's DiMercado again. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
He's going to keep this one. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
A little bit surprised the kicking team isn't out there. They're going for it. It's 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Here's Jones off the pistol give. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense. Each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
2nd down carry for Jones. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Josh Sweat making the stop.
He's brought down at his
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time, get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast, those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. He dodged the tackle. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Big game continuing here for Wilson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st down from the 42. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Same guy, Wilson again. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Brissett keeping this himself. They aren't going like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score.
Well, I'll tell you what, to get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here's Price. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. play action. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Jalen Naylor. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long. They're going to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. Free inside the 30. Justin Jefferson. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead.
Minnesota.
It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings jump in front now by 5.
21. Cardinals 16.
Set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. DiMarcano on the carry. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 18. And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. There's DiMarcano. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd down, it's Brissett. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Matt Hawk will kick it away. Fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, McCarthy. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Vikings.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a gift to Jones. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off Cody Simon.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
And 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Brissett. Throwing the out route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of
There's
5.
no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Now run with DiMercado. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals facing a 5-point deficit. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Brissett to throw. That pass is complete to McBride. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
19 more
They
yards.
get 19 on that pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll look to throw it. Pass caught by DiMercado. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have taken the lead late. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 21.
Defense selling out to flood the middle. They just toss it right on outside. Sometimes you got to win that edge on a short field for this to work out. And that time, they did exactly that.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Felton now to return this. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Completed right side to Addison. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Jordan Addison. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's first down. Another throw here for McCarthy. It's complete. Here's Jones. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I'm trying to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to the air, McCarthy. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. One final shot here. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.